was effing worth it then, if that's the case. I can come back way more prepared now. Ooh, yeah! Let's make some brand new armbands, baby. Gotta buy some more potions though, but that's fine. What is this you? You talk bad about my uncle? You talking bad about my uncle? Don't make me come over there and fucking stab you. You know I will.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
Young Mid has always been too clever by half.
From the moment of her very first steps.
She would roam the hideaway, tearing apart everything she laid her little hands upon. But it wasn't until she started putting those things back together again that Sid realized his daughter had been blessed with true special talent.
So?
Rather than seeing it squandered, he swallowed his pride and sent Mid to the University of Canva to study under Free City's finest mechanist. That was on her 11th name day. We have repeated the benefits, reaped the studies ever since. Her inventions are part of our daily lives here in the hideaway, even if she herself is not.
As to why she has stayed away,
I would hazard that as part of her is simply afraid of coming home will remind her too much of what she's lost. What about the kids?
did you know?
That Ted and Crow's parents were both bears? Having lived so long in a world where so much was denied them, it could only have been easy for them to find love.
Once they had.
Oh, how brilliant did it burn. Love that only burned brighter once Tet and Crow were there to bask in it, to share it.
It was taken away.
Plunging to the twins into the darkness no man or woman, let alone child, shall ever have face. A paw that will ever hang over us, as long as the man who casts it walks free. By the way, here you go.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Hey!
I have quite the find for you today.
Revelation. Holy Order of Shields. Regular Guest. Drake's Eye.
You wish to study the tomes? The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
I don't think I got any misses while I was out, too. Let's go talk to, Blackthorn.
What do you need?
I need of your forging skills, good sir. Yes! The Drake Slayer bracelets. Let's see, I get 3 HP and 10 defense.
Should last you a good while.
I can't reinforce anything, sadly. Misses are fine. Let's go ahead now and restock.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Actually, I don't need this anymore.
And be thankful you got that much.
Oh, I thought I used more. Well, I guess I only need 2.
Is that all?
Let's see. Huh, I thought I used a high push at the very least fighting that turtle. Let's go back here. I was actually kind of surprised when I first ran into adamantine. I thought they were like way harder creatures, but I guess not. Or maybe they just kind of tend to recycle things, creatures around.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace.
All right, jeez.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Needed to
I didn't think she'd be so upset about it. I only just, killed like 4 dudes and broke all your tables. Uh-oh. Coop cuts, man.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
Well, I'm pretty sure I think he'll make an exception for us.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Oh, right, we're here looking for her.
Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities.
What about that
I'll
lady
wager
back
this
there?
Rosina Delamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Who's this lady back there with the hood and exceptionally large shoulder and ample bust?
Mummy, I want to play with the
Ah.
crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not.
All right,
Looks like we're on beginning.
trying to gather some information. Hey, who here is in charge? You. I must have a word with you. Tell me who's in charge of
Anything I
this.
can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where
Huh.
to find them.
Actually, Uncle's pretty good at this, actually.
Well,
But business is his
we're
game.
best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Not sure dropping the names
Thank you all the same.
good or not, but I like the angle he chose. We're like, you know, I'm a businessman here to expand my business to business with business. Ah, yes. I
What's
like
the
glad to
business?
see your business.
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait.
A smithy,
The
eh?
owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
But when you got raw talent and everybody relies on you, that's also no real. Let's see. Where the fuck is the quest marker?
Looks like we won't be getting back to Fang anytime soon.
Oh, hello.
Anything I can interest you in?
Yeah, look at these lousy items. Hold up, where's the lightning? Reduce lightning rod cooldown. I kind of want it, but I don't have the skill.
Thank you for your custom.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Oh, there you are.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
To the baths.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Further
Thought we were looking
knows.
for a woman.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Ah, the baths. That's a pretty small bath, I'm not gonna lie. I'm expecting something grandeur.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters.
Although, I kind of do like this. I do love a fountain with like open air fountain. The smells just so refreshing. Ah, are you Ferda?
Excuse me. Are you Further?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the...
Aha!
blessed
So
Hare?
you do know her.
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Awesome. First off, where's the bordello? And what is a bordello? Ah, the plate store, yes.
Look at the detail, the craftsmanship. You're looking.
Do you think we can trust him?
Indeed.
Only as far as I think he trusts
Imagine
us.
all the giant meat I could eat off these things. I'll have one of your finest plates, my good sir. Ah, so this is a bordello.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
Oh.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Well, you're likely to lose that arm if you keep pointing that axe at me. Jeez. No offense. I'm surprised you're still right there, my good friend. Enemies bested. Guy must suck getting pushed in the face with that. You should be so lucky I didn't kill any of you guys.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
The boss.
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
It was you.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an
What's up with your face?
You know who I am.
It's a bit weird.
So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
I see. So you...
Yes, my lord.
Ah, you were just the guy to measure up the people
To the
meeting.
Lock of Leisure, then.
Woo! Please, lead the way to the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Please, a lot. Might need to tidy up a bit. Not sure if I have the correct pants for such a wondrous sounding place.
The juiciest meat for green.
It would make a
My carpet.
Is this the place?
Some nice weapons you got there, that's for sure.
Ubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience.
Unless,
How
you know,
wrong
it's
I
his mom.
was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you. My
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
Who told you my name?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Okay.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Wares.
Why, trust.
Ah.
Everyone knows that. Without it,
See, that's
you
why
have
I'm not a
nothing.
businessman or a merchant.
And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street.
Well,
I'm a
what
busy
about
man,
Uncle here? He's a
as you can
businessman.
see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
I see.
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
I mean, it was kind of nice. Like, okay, so what do you want?
Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Man, this guy's got a bit of a pompous attitude, doesn't he?
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff.
Oh, come on, Uncle.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil.
You have to be
Return
more
to me when you
specific.
have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
Wait, what does that mean?
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
Oh, Uncle
What did you call me?
Uncle does not like this
My
guy at all.
apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need
It's like
to.
Uncle does not like it because he's like, oh no, you have to be old and wise to be able to, you know, be in a high position. Then there's this goddamn kid who's pompous as oh fuck.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
True. Can I upgrade abilities yet? I can upgrade. What the hell is this one? That's Rabu. Oh, I never used his ability. Okay, what about this one? That's the ground pound. Just 2 more upgrades? Yeah, if it doesn't say master. I guess we'll start out here. Hey, anybody here has some troubles that need solving? You, my fine man, what ails you? Looks like you've lost something.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Huh. I see. So we gotta stop some thieves from stealing crystal. Hey, that can be done. We've beaten up a bunch of thieves already. It's half the fun of adventuring, I'd say.
Do you have a moment?
What you want?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Not much from crystals on that one. Seems like it's doing pretty well, so... But, let's see. Oh, hello there, ladies. Can you be some assistance for me, please? Courtesan.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
Maybe later.
Not a soldier.
Oh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered.
Ah.
Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
It's have pride of place in Castle Dashboard.
Wait, where? Ah. I mean, I thought the inn was, you know, fucked up, being repaired, so...
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Ah, I'm glad you remember me.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
You just smile more.
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Oh, boy. But what?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Alright, Uncle, where are you? What trouble are you getting yourself into?
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Uncle, where the hell are you?
Huh?
A thief? No, he's Men of the Rock.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason.
Is he trying to bribe information out of him?
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
That's a good question. What kind of trouble you setting us up for, Uncle? What you up to over there?
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
That's a lot, Uncle.
Price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. just as you arranged.
Oh boy, we get to
Put
beat
an
up
end
more
to the trouble
Kukas,
you
man.
spoke
Oh, I
of.
can't wait for it.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult.
Well, let's not get
Just goes
ahead
to
of ourselves,
show,
Uncle.
One should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that.
Knowing them, we'll end up fighting a bunch of them in some sort of giant cat on
I arranged
steroids.
to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Oh, Uncle, you know you can.
Of course.
So where are we meeting? All the way out there. Of course. Yes, in case something happens to us, well, they'll never find our bodies in the sand.
What was all that crashing and banging about?
Ooh, what is that over in the... Is that a tree?
Come on.
I can't tell if that was a tree or some sort of giant windmill. Oh, that was a tree. Let's see. Now, where do I find these guys? Oh, a trap, is it?
Be safe.
Alright, I'll indulge you. That was it, huh? Alright. Hold up. Oh, gotta go around. Ambrosia!
Good girl.
Or is it Whiteheart now? I forget. Oh! Are there any cactuars in this game? God, you know, I hope that's one of the hunts. Oh, not even cactuar. Oh. God, what's a tonberry? That's it. Oh, those things are always fucking fearsome to fight. They just pull out a knife and stab you, and that's it. You're dead. So where are these men, Uncle?
I'll take it from here.
You know, I would actually be surprised if we did this deal and they followed through. They actually didn't try to, you know, kill us or anything. Oh, wow, that's a lot of crystals you got there.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like
we probably got to
see
fight
the
him because we have to make sure these crystals get back to
course.
townsfolk.
Right this way, my lord.
And they're gonna be like, hey, no, you can't be doing that.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Whoa, hold on.
We have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord.
Whaled soldiers, what are you guys
We
doing?
have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
I see.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty.
Huh, what a...
And
what a...
being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits.
What a
And now that
diplomatic
these crystals
nightmare
are
this gets
officially
out.
property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Two
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots.
So it would seem.
There would be two different armies.
What is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business.
Ah, you figured it out. Two different armies, like, stealing from a town.
It's not over yet, Uncle.
Oh, it's never over.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh, there's a whole different guy.
Nice try. All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill.
Fine. Where's the healer? There you are. Oh, come on. You know you want to. Hit. Oh, well. Kidney punch, kidney punch, kidney punch. Oh. We're fighting their... we're just fighting their chocobos now, are we? Okay. What a weird thing... It's like they ran out of like people to send after us, and I was like, fight our goddamn birds. No, it's like fight our goddamn horses. Just throw rocks at a fucking bird. We all know birds are weak to rocks. Come on, is that all you got? Come on, bird, what you got? It's like fighting a giant chicken. Who's still alive? Oh, Uncle. Boop.
It's over.
Just throw a rock at him. But yeah, diplomatic nightmare. Two different armies colluding to steal, to traffic, like, foreign substance.
That's like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. Battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the rock taking crystals meant for the common folk.
I honestly can't tell if he's complimenting Uncle or not.
Now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Indeed, strangers from a different land. They can't blame, you know, the villagers for this.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
No, I could use the rest. My swinging arm is a bit tired. Sometime later. God, that's a
It
spiffy
occurs to me
battle
that I
axe.
still don't know your name.
Clive.
Ooh, excuse me.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive.
What's wrong with Clive? It's
I
a
suppose it
strong
could've been
name, a
worse.
manly name.
Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
I see.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
Ah. Oh, yes, I forgot. The little, emblems, the seals. Desert Rose from Le Bourg.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people.
Stoluses?
Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
I see. What a clever way to, What a clever way to keep, identities hidden. Yeah, if you say that the, the person you're meeting with is a woman, they're gonna be looking for a woman.
You, Sid, or should I say, Clive?
So if they meet up with a guy, they're not gonna pay attention at all.
I have a reputation to uphold.
It's actually pretty clever. I'm surprised I didn't actually think of it. Or thought about it in the first place.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Thank you,
It was
Lou
my
Boo.
pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Quest complete. Lubu has been befriended. And there comes the quest. Ah, wait, only one? They were like... Alright, we can do that before we head on out. No, wait, there are two. Game, why you lie to me like this?
What is it now?
Oh.
How very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dalakmakia and Waylude partner in arms, so many battlefields should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalamil will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. I'm sure they would be rushing to thank you for your service you have done to them. Of course, I have any idea what you have done.
Of course.
As long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. But people are such greedy, needy creatures.
There's simply no other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every mother crystal and the twins. Put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence on them. Do try not to disappoint me. Ugh, I wish I could get his tone down.
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they have been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from the prying eye and grasping fingers of the Republican excessium. Not that edicts of the Randella carry much weight in these parts. Dalamil has long been seeing unto law unto herself. Here, those who with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
At least they did.
Until Kupka built the castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Dalamil has been Titan's fiefdom since then. While as men may be liberal with their coin, they're anything but in the excess of our authority, which, as I don't need to tell you, is absolute.
So,
you see why those with the people's best interests at heart look thinking about themselves to organize their own protection. My predecessor's chief among them.
You and I
have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names. What? You didn't think Resinio Delamille was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master, I inherited from her. Ah, okay. Along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
She was to leave my life suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That's why I keep her forged alive. Why I play the desert hare. Why I care for the orphans of Telemil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Zrika to be most pressing concern. That's until the infamous Cid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters.
Still?
Suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you?
Don't be a stranger.
I see what you want, man. What you want?
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luba's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere.
You know me?
Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
I'm afraid I'm not from here, so...
Thought I'd ask. It was that, or pack my bags.
Yeah, let's help the bloke out. Why
I'll
not?
give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife.
Then what have you been doing this whole time?
And there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose.
I think he wants you to make a knife that represents the town. Something that every man uses.
Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
I find it weird that he kind of needs my help for this when, you know, I feel like he could have done this on his own. Well, but we're here. I suppose we'll go ahead and give him this poem in a hand.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
The finest fabric. Yeah.
I mean,
Needed to a silken
I don't think it's that hard. I think the guy just bit dumb.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpet.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Castle Dasbog. You two will live
Alright, who else can we talk to?
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
You're a whole different person. Where's the other person to talk to?
Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Ah, there you are.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang.
A hunter.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question.
How do I kill a pig?
Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Don't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
He says he's like, ah, I like you, the cut of your jib.
A carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
I know, right?
Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Silver platters, plates and pots.
I feel like there's something we're missing. Like, yes, there's chefs, there's cooks, butchers, and hunters. It feels like there's something a little bit more that we need.
So, how'd it go?
Maybe the test is just
You learn anything useful?
a
or
good knife that
should I be
can
looking for a new
you know,
trade?
stand the elements.
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is
Maybe the test is about being resourceful and gathering the information you need.
A favourite Forge Master Lubor's who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
The finest fabric.
Search them. Oh my god, I gotta go out into the desert and look for her. Oh Jesus, why? Ah, it doesn't look like she's too far out. That's fine. Man, I love how Ambrosia can just show up from anywhere on the planet.
Faster.
Oi. Hold up, hold up. Shit, I have to go through the other exit. God damn it. It's just big old chasm in the way. Fuck. And I can't walk around. I wish I could actually, you know, I just want to go here and then take the other exit. Ugh.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Man, it really does feel like they should be playing the Chocobo theme. It's like, oh, the only thing this thing is missing. Ugh. Wish I knew what it was. I suck at remembering songs. Save a person.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
What's that?
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation.
Featherlight
not needing so
adamantite.
much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
Ah, there he goes.
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Oh, nice.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now.
Wait, where can I get some... Where?
Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
Same here, but at the same time, where are we gonna get limestone?
Enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are.
Just go there and take a chunk of the fucking wall.
So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Smithing is actually pretty interesting business, especially when it comes to, well... Let's see. Especially like all the things, all the different ways. I used to watch a lot of like what's it called, Man of Iron. And then when they got rebranded as Man of Iron Reforged, they used to make a lot of like anime weapons, anime game weapons and stuff like that. It's interesting the way they go about choosing metals, the quenching, hell, even the oils, depending on what you use to quench, also changes like what you end up as an end product. Some can leave like just, you know, regular. It'll look like a regular knife or blade, but then there's some that leave patterns on the blade. It's also very interesting. Oh right, this is just a wall of limestone, isn't it? I have to go on the outside to do it.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret.
Oh?
Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
That is interesting.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
Oh, he cares.
I plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
It is interesting as why the royalists want Kupka alive. They must need him for something. I don't know what. I can't quite fathom what, though.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Yep, just collect pieces of the floor. Oh my god, the water looks beautiful. I kinda wanna go swimming in it.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
I feel like, maybe they still need Kupka alive because he, as a, no, I want to say guardianship, but I feel like it's something else. Maybe to keep their alliance in shape.
Silver platters, made from the
Maybe other people would, if someone else becomes in charge, they wouldn't be too keen on, you know, being the allies.
My carpets have pride of place.
There you go, my man. I got you some limestones and some
Wasn't sure how
lines,
much you'd need, but I hope
and a
this is
regular
enough.
stone. Just hand the man some rocks and 3 limes.
You are one of the good ones, you know that.
Just mix these together, limestone, voila.
Quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
I think part of the test was also see if you could actually find the information you needed. Ah.
That'll do, I reckon.
It's
a knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
It's a little cavemanish, but it looks nice. I hope it works.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think
Oh, come on,
so.
have some confidence, my man.
But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
Damn.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter?
Come on, think about this.
The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just.
Yeah, this guy clearly has
So you're
way
worth
more to go.
keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a
I wonder if he
carving
was allowed to
knife?
ask him in the first place.
I do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
So it's more about.
There goes a master, all right.
Looks like congratulations are in order.
It's more about just learning how to forge. It's also learning about your
So
customer
much for the
base.
Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
I feel like you kind of missed out on.
Passed your test. That's all that matters.
I feel like you kind of missed the point of the
Another
lesson.
forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
I'll hang it on my wall. Quest complete. Carving out a niche. Ugh, all these fucking puns! Goblin coin. Economists are wont to argue that currency-based commerce is a cornerstone of civilization. A truth this coin would suggest that goblins are far more civilized than humankind gives them credit for. Or perhaps that humankind is rather less civilized than we presume.